Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Know Your Dotted Item series. In our previous episode, we covered items from weapons. We covered particularly Abyssal Blade, and this episode we'll be finishing it up with Bloodthorn. Let's get to it, shall we? Bloodthorn is an item purchasable at base shop under weapons. However, it requires an item from secret shop to complete it. We'll be looking at additional information, abilities, recommended heroes, trivia, gallery, recent changes, but first, card view. It costs 6,625 gold. What? Which includes recipe cost of 450. Its sell value is 3,312.5. Active ability is Soul Rend. Passive ability is Pierce. It gives these bonuses, namely plus 10 intelligence, plus 6.5 health regeneration, plus 3.5 mana regeneration, plus 10 attack damage, plus 100 attack speed. Wow. Okay, it's not shareable, you cannot disassemble it, does not give any usage alert. This recipe requires Orchid Malevolence, Javelin, and the Hyperstone along with recipe. So, looking at additional information now. Items attributes grants following additional bonuses: 120 mana, 0.5 mana regeneration. What are you talking about? And 1% flat base magical resistance. Okay, so additional bonuses. Here we go. 10 main attack damage to Intel heroes, and 7 main attack damage to Universal heroes. Okay. So this ability, Soul Rend, it's a target unit ability, affects enemies, magical type damage, silence a target for 5 seconds. What? At end of silence, an additional 60% of all damage taken during silence will be dealt to target as magical damage. Oh yes, what? An additional 60% of all damage taken during the silence will be dealt to target as magical damage. Yikes. All attacks on silent target will have 100% accuracy. All attacks on silence target will deal 50 extra magical damage and have true strike. All attacks on silence target will deal 50 extra magical damage and have true strike. That's why they cannot 100% accuracy, no miss. Cast range is 900, damage dealt as bonus damage 60%, accuracy 100%, damage time of 5 seconds, silence duration 5 seconds, bonus magical damage 50, the cooldown is 15 seconds, mana require 125, damage counter accumulates all damage instances dealt to cell, run target within the last 5 seconds, damage instances from all damage types target receives are summed up and dealt as another single spell damage instance. Accumulate amount is based on actual damage amount taken by target, i.e. after all damage manipulation is applied. Neither accumulate damage flagged as HP removal or damage sources with no reflection flag, blade mail. Yeah. Accumulated bonus damage dealt can be avoided if target becomes invulnerable or hidden at end of duration. Accumulated bonus damage can be avoided if target becomes invulnerable. Oh, there is that. Hidden at end of duration. Okay, so there is that. Applies accumulated damage as soon as debuff expires. Therefore, debuff being dispelled negates accumulated damage bonus in turn. Therefore, debuff being dispelled negates accumulated damage bonus. Successive cast on same target refreshes debuff duration and delays. Okay, and increase accumulated bonus damage value further. Accumulated damage dealt is credited to last caster of soul rend on the affected target. Okay. Attacks against affected target have absolute accuracy, which prevents its attacks from being missed, eye evasion, blind effects. Attack-based attack-based bonus damage is dealt in a separate damage instance and counts as spell damage. This means it is not affected or considered by anything that works with the attack damage. Bonus damage is applied to all incoming attacks, including attacks from building wards and allies. Source of damage is the Bloodthorn caster, not attacker itself, and thus utilizes caster's spell amplification and spell lifesteal source. Shares cooldown with Soul Warren. Pierce passive ability affects enemies magical type damage. Grants each attack 40% chance to pierce through evasion and deal 50 bonus magical damage as we covered earlier. Proc chance 40%. Damage is 50. Grant each attack a 40% chance to pierce through evasion and deal 50 bonus magical damage. Illusions do not benefit from conditional bonus attack damage. Other aspects of pierces are fully functional. Pierce from multiple javelins work fully independently from each other. This means that two of them can proc on same attack and both deal their damage. Yay. Whoa. Also stacks with Monkey King for Pierce. Nice. Bonus damage is considered as conditional attack damage bonus and is magical damage. Although attack damage bonus values are not displayed in HUD, it is still considered directly added to the unit's attack damage. It is not considered by lifesteal, crit, or life. It can be reduced only by flat reductions in magical damage barrier. Since it is considered bonus attack damage, it is not affected by percentage-based attack damage bonuses or reductions. Does not work against buildings but work against wards and allied units. Adds an average of 20 magical damage to every attack. Pierce uses pseudo-random distribution. Attacks which proc Pierce cannot miss. Attacks which proc Pierce cannot miss. Okay. Recommended heroes: Blinks, Nature's Prophet, Queen of Pain, Storm Spirit, Wind Ranger, Broodmother, Lifestealer, Silencer, Puska, Pugna. Prior to July 14, 2017 patch, Bloodthorn's active ability Soul Rend did not have an official name. This name was taken from Dota 2 wiki and officially implemented in Dota 2. That's how it looks. And damage at the end of Soul Rend. The recent changes in 7.35D reduced intelligence from 15 to 10, increased Soul Rend mana cost from 100 to 125. In 7.35C, reduced Orchid Malevolence falls from 3475 to 3275. Total cost decreases from 6825 to 6625 gold. Reduced Soul Rend bonus. Oh, huzzah! Reduced Soul Rend bonus magical damage on heat from 60 to 50. It also got a in 7.35 versions. It got a rework. Old Bloodthorn used Orchid Malevolence, Mage Slayer, and Recipe, whereas new Bloodthorn uses Orchid Malevolence, Javelin, Hyperstone, and Recipe. So yeah, it removed Mage Slayer, added new Pierce ability, and Soul Rend now causes all attacks against target to deal 60 bonus magical damage. What? Cool, eh? So that's it, fellas. We covered all of our weapons, and now we'll start talking about artifacts. And I'll hope to see you then. Until then, be good to yourself and everybody around you, both in game and out game. Last but not least, good game, everybody. Good game.